Well, a pleasant good Monday morning. It's time to shoot over to Premier Cooperative, and we'll take a look at those overnight markets with our good friend Doug Kropp. Good morning, Premier Doug.
Yeah, good morning.
Well, Doug, negative numbers coming out of the week. Probably more than anything, as the trade would probably say, the improving rain makes grain. Boy, there's a lot of areas didn't get it very much at all, if any.
Yeah, very scattered rains out there. Some places got some pretty good amounts, and others got just a trace, especially locally here. But I think that's the story too across much of the Midwest, where some places got well-needed rain. I think it was a little heavier to the western grain belt here the last couple of days. There's some forecasts for a little bit more showers the next day or so in the eastern belt, so we'll see if those materialize. And we'll also see this afternoon, biggest thing will be taking a look to see if those rains came soon enough to affect any of the surveys and the crop ratings this afternoon. We'll see how that comes out. The idea is that the crop ratings will probably stabilize or maybe actually get a little bit worse. So we'll see what happens this afternoon.
Well, the export numbers, inspections anyway, will come out what 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, weekly export inspections come out 10 o'clock on Mondays, and so we're looking for some decent numbers there. It's kind of one of those things where trying to see what actually gets loaded out and where we're at year to date on what we expect to do. And we'll see some more of those supply and demand numbers again at the end of this month. So we'll see how the exports come out today.
I don't know that I'd want to be Thailand today. When the two major exporters of grains in the world, United States and Brazil, uh, protesting against Thailand because they put a couple of farm chemicals that it's used a lot in the United States and the Brazil on their hit list. They said, no, we just won't import any chemical or any grain from them because of the use of those farm chemicals.
Yeah, there's definitely some protests there. There's been a lot of different things like that in the news lately about chemicals being used in agriculture, and we all know in the industry that they're used very safely and no problems there environmentally. But you have countries that are trying to, or some people trying to raise that up. I think Thailand might have a second review of that as they go forward, because both Brazil and the U.S. are big suppliers of grains to them. So they need to also be able to buy products reasonably at a reasonable cost. So I think it's a war of words right now, and just trying to make sure that everybody's safe with what they do out there, I guess.
Exactly, and of course Brazil is experiencing a huge hit of the coronavirus right now as well. It's amazing how it spreads down there right now, and it's going to be interesting to watch how they pull through it right now. Well, wheat's going to be continued under pressure, Doug. I noticed Russia came out and they upped their production of Russian wheat, and wheat's just going to have a tough time right now because we're getting real well. We're in the wheat belt. They're already started harvest a couple weeks ago, but it's going to be hard to hold that up. And that, of course, helps support corn from time to time too. So we just have to watch that too, right?
Yes, definitely. The wheat market is the world's staple crop, and there has been a few issues here and there, but right now most of the world's supplies look pretty good. The crops look pretty well. In the U.S. here, as we continue to move through harvest, surprisingly, we've had probably a little better than expected yields in some spots. So we'll see how that continues to develop. But wheat is another indicator. Sometimes if you can get some strength there, it can help supply the corn. I think the biggest thing we're looking at right now is the huge corn carryout that we're looking to work with. 3 billion plus bushels. It's just going to be tough to rally this market a whole lot unless we have some additional news.
Yep, absolutely. Well, Doug, a little negative tone through the overnight. Let's take a look at those numbers as it continues to trade on this Monday morning from Premier Cooperative, Doug Kropp. Doug?
Okay, July corn is currently down 2.25 cents at 3.30 and 1/4. New crop December corn is down 2.25 cents as well at 3.43 even. The new crop December 21 corn is down a penny and a half at 3.72. Looking into soybeans, July beans are down 3.5 at 8.73 even. November beans are down 3 cents at 8.77 3/4. In the wheat, we had July wheat down 3.5 at 4.77 3/4, and December wheat down 3.5 as well at 4.90 3/4.
Doug Croft with us each morning from Premier Cooperative, looking at the overnight markets and forward to the day trade. And Doug, of course, Doug can be reached throughout the corporate trade day hours. The corporate number is 217-355-3369. That's 355-3369. Or you can always go to their website for more information. Go to premiercooperative.net. Hey, Premier Doug, you have a Premier Monday.
Hey, thank you, and you do the same.